Welcome to the No Cap All Facts podcast, where we keep it real, and I'm your host, Zion.
And I'm your co-host, Josh, and we dropping all the facts about life, sports, culture, all that.
Let's get into it. So, we got the playoffs, Knicks versus Pacers, OKC versus Timberwolves, but we watched the Timberwolves versus OKC game tonight, and what was your take on it, really?
Disappointed.
Disappointed? Mm-hmm. In who?
The Timberwolves as a whole, and I guess they're role players, Mm-hmm. They haven't really done a good job of surrounding it, that I think about it more. 23 rising star. I don't think anybody tried their hardest in that game. It's like nobody gave their best shit. You know what I mean?
No, sure. For sure. Who do you think was the most impactful player in this series? Other than, obviously, the star players on each team like Shea and, and Anthony Edwards. But who do you think that other, standout player was in this series? You know what I mean? To, be like, okay, he made me pay attention.
I didn't watch it in full, but I know who their best defender is. It probably was Lou Dort.
Lou Dort? Okay.
Lou Dort was probably an unsung hero. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he doesn't
sure.
get a lot of credit, but he's like that.
Yeah. I don't like that nigga just because he's not like a defender to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's more like he's like a bug.
He's low key like a
he's like
a Pat Bev.
That's what I was going to say. A strong ass Pat Bev.
With, a little bit more height. He probably has better size than Pat Bev, but you know what I mean?
That's crazy. Took the words right out of my mouth. He a big ass Pat Bev. Yeah, facts. Yeah. But that's my most impactful player. I thought it would have been J-Dub, obviously, but I think he's better than Shea. I think J-Dub better than Shea.
Listen.
I'm trolling. I'm trolling. He was gonna turn me up.
No. Like I say earlier, see. The way they Sam Presti done conducted this joint and did it, you know what I mean? Did it twice almost. We could be watching a little bit of Russell and Harden over again. This could be history repeating itself where they get so big because Jalen Williams has really did his thing this series.
Could you call OKC a dynasty, basically? They just never won? Because they've had great, does that make sense? A dynasty that's never won?
Oh, they had one. They've had a dynasty. Now they might be back in one because I don't necessarily want to call this a dynasty because I feel like they're working off a good system right now. There's something to it. So when the NBA catches up with it, it might be slow for it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you really only have one player on that team that is going to give like hella offensive output. Yeah. Chet is shaky. J-Dub is shaky. Yeah, right. But I'm saying they're playing well around their star. Yeah. Like I said, they wasn't about Ant, or they wasn't.
They still got the 14th pick next year.
They got the 14th pick
next year.
OKC?
Yeah, OKC.
Oh, well, like I said, Sam Presti's the best GM in the game.
Saying they're still growing. That's why I think it could possibly be a dynasty just because it's like they made all the smart moves. You know what I mean? It's not like their players are home. You know, they got, Chet got drafted there, but J-Dub was traded there. Shea was traded there. Isaiah Hartenstein traded there. Alex Caruso traded there.
I don't like it that
they just make very smart plays. Like you said, Presti, whatever his name, Sam Presti. That's a good GM right there.
Right. I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it a thing of. I think the Rockets and the Timberwolves could easily start. You know what I mean? Taking over in the West. Don't give me the Lion because they're still the Lakers. Like I said, they're still the. I think the Rockets and the Timberwolves.
Nah.
Because I don't think Ant's going to take this loss lightly. I think he's tired of getting embarrassed by year 3.
Nah. OKC and Timberwolves is definitely going to be those everyday teams. We're gonna definitely see. It's gonna be a.
I'm telling you, the Rockets is coming, bro.
It's gonna be like a Lamar and Patrick. That's gonna be like his kryptonite.
If you didn't see that potential in them Rockets,
nah. What was the potential?
What do you mean?
What happened?
Boy, they had the Warriors on the ropes. That's the end of a dynasty.
And you're the best player.
Who
is scoring 8 points?
Who's the best player?
Jalen Green.
No.
Come on, bro. Jalen Green's not the best player. Who's the best player?
Sengun. Straight like that.
Sengun's better than Jalen Green.
He can do his job every night better than Jalen Green.
That's what I like.
We got to give him the real. He's a high draft pick too.
That's what I like. So if you start a team, you picking Sengun over Jalen Green. That's all I want to know. Yes or no?
That's a question.
Yes or no? You're picking Sengun over Jalen Green. That's all I want to know. Yes or no?
bro. What? How could I not? Jalen Green? I was waiting for you to be like, I'm just fucking around.
No, I was waiting for you to say you're fucking around.
What?
We're talking about Sengun. That plays for the Rockets. With Jalen Green. That's the number 3 option.
Nigga, I'm starting Sengun.
He's the number 3 option.
On that team?
Yes. He's after Fred VanVleet.
I think you have this
crazy.
Completely
I'm giving the ball to Fred
up
before I give it to Sengun. Crazy. He has one under his belt with Kawhi. And he was the second best player on that team.
Come on, we gotta go. Okay, we're gonna get too far off. I can't believe you already know I could go after it.
Yeah, but
you just said Jalen Green. But
so Knicks versus Pacers. You know what I mean? We got that light skinned boy over there. You know what I'm saying? He killing it. You feel me? Got
Tyrese.
What the hell he? You know what I'm saying? What the hell he Burton? You know what I mean? He over
Tyrese.
there. You know the Knicks. You a big purr. You got you got Carl.
Big purr.
Big
That's
purr.
That's what they call him.
Big purr. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know his little sassy ass. But other than that, what you feeling on that one? You think they can come back? Hell no, nigga. Them niggas ain't coming back.
Where's tomorrow's game at the Garden?
Yeah.
I think they win tomorrow.
Think so? Nah, it's over. You can't do nothing when your best player's coming up and he's dribbling the ball for 18 seconds. How can you have an offense?
I think that's what I don't know why they didn't run it through Carl.
No.
To me, you let Carl goof off first and then let Jalen come.
You see his last game?
They keep trying to let Cat come save the day. And then they took him out in the 4th quarter, they said.
Yeah, because he wasn't contributing.
I don't give a damn.
Not playing him.
Man, that stuff like that could get Thibodeau fired, bro.
Why?
Because the fuck are you doing? He didn't play the whole 4th quarter. I don't give a fuck how bad he played.
I'm not playing Carl.
The money dictates that certain things happen.
Nigga. Mitchell Robinson, get your ass in the game. That's what he said. That's what he said.
It could have, because Mitchell gonna give you some defensive rebounds, but Carl is at this point like, nah, you can't play with that man like that.
Who, Carl?
No, did he? Yeah, you can't do that.
Pause. Oh yeah. You can't play with him.
He gotta go. Like. I love Mitchell Robinson and what he did. Was that a
mistake though from the Timberwolves trading him though? You think that was a mistake?
Is that a mistake? What?
I don't think it was because they're both in the same position.
Listen,
they're both in the same position.
The sun come out at daytime and the moon come out at hell yeah, that was a mistake. They kicking themselves in the ass. This ain't no Luka AD trade that. It's really hard to tell who's gonna win or lose from that jump for real. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
On the same side of things though, it's gotta be, somebody gotta
yeah.
I can't see nobody being mad about losing Julius Randle. Like I can't.
Not dead ass.
Damn,
though.
we lost a good
one. No dead ass though. Like as a Knicks fan, they was probably happy.
Yeah, and that's no shot at Julius. We love you here at No Cap All Facts, but buddy,
not facts for sure.
Nobody was like, damn, Julius was gonna do it.
Yeah, you still making millions at the end of the day.
Yeah, at the end, right.
At the end of the day, niggas ain't
whoever trolling the bank telling me different. You hear me?
Numbers don't lie. That's the only thing that don't lie. But,
you feel me?
The NBA Finals. If the Pacers and OKC win, is this some of the worst league ratings we gonna see, like viewership wise?
For sure,
what I mean?
This is it.
It's gonna be that bad.
This is the first, I think, of its kind. I want to say there's probably some back in the '90s and maybe early 2000s, but this is 2 of the smallest markets ever. Who did the Bucks and the Suns was pretty small market too, but this is smaller.
Think so?
Yeah, because it's Indiana, literally.
Only reason I don't think it's...
Only thing could be worse is like Indiana and Sacramento or Indiana and Utah.
Yeah.
Or maybe even like the Trailblazers and the Bulls.
Only reason I can't say
I wouldn't say the Bulls
because it's like...
Trailblazers
Holly was on the motherfucking USA team. You know what I mean? Siakam is 1-1. Like, I feel like it ain't going to be that small because it's like... It's still at the end of the day, everybody ain't got that much trust in OKC. I mean, niggas want to see them lose. Like, people want to see OKC lose. I feel like people will tune in just to see if OKC gonna lose. Because they're that good of a team, if that makes sense. Like, niggas are going to tune in like, these niggas ain't going. Maybe niggas might be Indiana Pacer fans overnight just because they want OKC to lose.
All right. If you ask me, I know you hate when I do, like, comparisons to different aspects. But somebody had said something to me that made so much sense as far as rap goes, and it was like, basically Jay-Z was only strong like that because he was out of his era. Jay-Z is basically only who he is because the time he came in. Really, the timing, Jay-Z, how old he is, he was supposed to be amongst Biggie, Tupac, Snoop, at the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When everything is at its pinnacle, its
for
peak.
sure.
He was supposed to be in, and really he ends up competing with more like Kanye's, 50 Cent's, niggas like 8-9 years behind him damn near. You see what I'm saying? Had he stayed with his class, he might not even. I feel like
he was old as hell though when he came out.
Right. So I feel like Shay is doing that. I feel like Halliburton is kind of on the right, you know what I mean? On the right timing. Like, I feel like Shay, because Shay is what, like 26, 27?
Yeah.
And he's been around since he's probably like 18. It's probably like year 7, 8 for him. And I think it's probably like Halliburton's 5th or 6th.
Yeah, but Halliburton was on the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, for what? The first contract or just the first few?
Shay's 26. Shay's
See what Halliburton doing. Because I was about to say, I feel like they really still in the Thunder. I feel like this is supposed to be like the Luka, JT era right now. I feel like those are supposed to be the dominant. That Jokic, you're supposed to keep seeing them. I feel like this one is either a fluke or I mean, it might be the start of something.
4 seasons.
And he's what?
He's been for 4 seasons.
How old is he?
Probably
22, 23.
12th overall by the Kings in 2024. Let me see. I don't know. He probably young though.
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, he probably young. I don't know. I'd say like 20, 25.
That's what I say.
25, yeah.
He played in college a little bit longer. But needless to say, I feel like they kind of taken, and it kind of is their time. I don't want to say, I can't say the Jay-Z thing. How did I say it like
because
that?
Because you gotta think he's a back-to-back All-Star. He got it in 2023 and 2024.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's not in game 4, like 32 points, 12 rebounds. Like, you know what I mean?
I just feel like if Jokic and Luka
15 assists, like, come on, bro.
If they play to their capacities, people like that, like their group,
yeah,
those people should be Jason Tatum. Those people should be perennial semifinals, finals. You know what I mean? Right now, like the Warriors were, like LeBron has been. We haven't had any annuals or perennials.
That makes, I feel like you got to respect those players more than, you know what I mean? Like, those was players that was doing it back to back.
But if you notice, it kind of goes like that. If you want me to be honest, for a minute there, it was the Celtics and Lakers. Then it goes to LeBron and who did I say? It was Lakers, Celtics. That was, and then it goes LeBron era. That leads into the dynasty of the
Golden State Warriors.
Golden State Warriors.
But I'm saying, like, Dirk still won it in that era. The San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs.
But they play Bron.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
There's
really not that much that when people really think about it, it's been the same usual suspects. Same thing happens in football. Just like we was just in the era of Tom Brady. Well, now it's Mahomes. You really can't think of too many like, damn, he was in that one too. He was in that. So, you know what I mean? When I say that, I feel like Jokic and Luka and JT supposed to be in on that where, all right, now we're going to let LeBron be, hey, bygones be bygones, cut bait. The only difference is Luka's with him now. But before that, that's how it's supposed to be.
But it shows you how great he is, though, because I feel like if they turn this into the dynasty, then Shea may be the player that everyone's been looking over because he's only 26 years old. So if he wins his first championship, that's the same age LeBron was when he won his first. I don't know if LeBron was 26 or 27, but he was one of them ages. So that means Shea is entering his prime as we speak. He's 26 years old. He's entering his prime of basketball right now.
Yeah.
So OKC may be that dynasty, like you're saying, that may be going back to the championship consistently, you know what I mean? If he's MVP and had 40, you know what I mean, most games, and he won the, you know, I feel like Shea can be that player that we talking about is going to be back in the finals every other year or something like that winning. Because he's only 26.
Oh, yeah, and that's why I made the correction because, like I said, they are at an age where they can start. Now we're starting to get into our run. Yeah. But JT, Jokic, Luka, they're all like 28, 29, and I felt like, damn.
Nah, JT ain't that old.
JT's like 20, 28. JT been outside, bro. You got to think that nigga's been outside.
Yeah.
28?
No, I'm looking. No,
27, 28.
He's 27. And Shea's 26, and he has been to the finals twice, and he already has one championship. So, and he's been to the Eastern Conference Final multiple times. It's like.
But JT, you got to think of how long JT's had the supporting cast he's had.
He's in his 8th NBA season. The only player he's had is
Jaylen Brown.
Exactly. But he's been good from the start.
He grew with Marcus Smart.
But he's been good from the
start. Terry Rozier.
No.
The boys grew together, bro.
No. What are they at now?
Did they ever make a run with that squad?
Where is Marcus Smart at
Did
now?
they ever make a run with that squad?
With who? Not Terry Rozier, but Marcus Smart, maybe. Not when he had no Terry Rozier and there was no.
They never made a run none of them years. I'm not saying they won it.
No, we were in the playoffs every year. Like we made a run every year. There wasn't a year we weren't doing good. If we weren't in the semis, we weren't in the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah. We were in the playoffs every year. I don't think Jason Tatum has missed a playoff since he's been in the NBA.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you come to the fucking Celtics. Duh. But
so the Celtics was good before he got there?
Celtics and the Lakers are the most historic franchises.
But I'm saying the Celtics was good before Jason Tatum got there.
I wouldn't say that, but I would say they were never the Lakers and the Celtics are never down for long. It's like the Red Sox and the Yankees. Like you might catch them too off. What?
Those last few years for Kobe was terrible.
Are you crazy?
Those last few years with Kobe? Those are awful.
But bro, what I'm telling you,
those are awful.
All right, when you start looking up all-time numbers,
they're great market teams, but like they don't. Nah, I'm not.
They're great winning teams.
No, I'm not saying
historically.
They aren't. I'm not saying they aren't.
You got to think about how many different players have won championships for these. Like I say, you keep seeing the same usual suspects, bro. It was the Lakers and the Celtics, and a lot of these. You go back through the history of them.
Those like the two, but there's like a lot of history between those teams. It was like the NBA.
It's probably like the Celtics, Lakers, LeBron. Real shit.
Maybe.
I'm trying to tell you on some playoff finals appearances, like it probably damn near got to be because he's only rivaling teams anymore. There is no player close.
LeBron got 120 games with 35 points and 10 assists in a playoff game.
In a playoff game. We was talking about the other crazy stat too, but 100 that alone in the playoffs?
Yeah, for sure.
How the fuck you get to 120 games?
Are you watching the finals if the Pacers and OKC are in it? Are you watching
I get them boys their respect. I'll watch it in that sense just to get them their respect. No, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, me either.
It's going to be the least smart. You know what I mean? It's probably going to be down. The numbers will be down. I feel like you will get SGA. If he was more personable, he seems like a famous person, which is cool. But if he was more personable, said cool shit sometimes, they would like him. And I'm not saying that he don't say stuff like that, but it's more like he's more humble than anything.
They say he got that aura.
Yeah.
They say he got that aura, bro.
So to speak. But if he could just be real, like, and not even real, if he could just be like, what's the word? Very like super authentic, transparent type, like emotional, passionate. He really don't show passion like that.
Like he's reading a teleprompter.
Right. You can see, and he's just always composed. You know, we just did our thing tonight. We lost tonight. Either one sounds the same.
Effortless.
Right. Tonight we just came out and played a team game. Tonight the team failed. They sound the same. You never really get his
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? So, but if he was more emotional, I think he would be, you know what I mean? And like I say, Tyrese, the fans gonna be on the fence about you, like just in the sense that it's like, like I say, bro, kind of like everybody, first of all, foremost, already know most females who look at him and be like, something ain't right. Hold on.
Hey, what the hell?
You feel me? Not to hate on him because he probably get the hose, but I already know there's females out there that hate on him in that way. Like that, something ain't right about that.
I know the girls love Curry. That's baby Curry right there, man.
Nah, but I told you, bro, be talking on some.
The light skins run the league right now. You feel me? Light skins, the light skin league. You feel me? All the light skins is killing. You feel me?
It's not about the light skin.
Brunson.
We're talking about
JT.
Who was the first? Who was the first player to come out? Jason Collins, Jay Collins. Who was the first NBA player to come out? It was somebody. It was one of the Collins twins.
That came out what? As gay?
You feel what I'm saying?
Next question, man.
I'm just saying that's what's stopping Halliburton. That's what's stopping him. I think niggas challenge his manhood because that nigga speaks like Cat do. Like it'd be like, nigga, why you say it like that? Cause he like.
No, he don't sound like that.
Hot damn shit.
No.
Go to the next question.
He got like two voices. They switch, but it's
Cat got two voices.
But it's not on no sassy.
Tyrese Halliburton voice is not sassy.
Nah, he don't talk sassy. He don't talk sassy. I don't see it. Cat sassy. Tyrese don't talk
Hey,
sassy.
Cat is crazy. That nigga's he's street cat, he's
purr.
sassy cat, and then he's New York cat.
Like I said,
I just want to do it for everybody on the blocks, and you know what I mean. We do it for the kids back at the community center. That's how he's talking after they won.
That nigga
You know, the
funny.
kids on the block and in the jersey. Yeah, like he started talking that New York shit.
that's Big Purr right
Man.
there. But we got next question. We got Streamer University. What'd you think of the whole event and everything that went? Did you watch any of it? It was fire, bro. That was.
I'll let
crazy.
you. Like I say, I did not watch it. I should have. I should be support for. Zion, I have a hard time, and I know we in this shit, but I have a hard time giving
That's one of the craziest.
my attention to some. You know what I mean?
That's one of the crazy. It wasn't even, bro. That shit was everywhere. It don't matter what social media platform. If you was watching TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and that shit was on there, bro. That shit had
Word to
that
my
shit had
mother.
like-
I haven't seen
That shit had like
one
20,
clip
30
yet.
million views, like collectively. Like,
I haven't
that shit
seen
was
a
crazy.
clip yet, but I'm sure with me saying that it'll pop up later on
Oh
my
yeah,
phone.
yeah, for sure. You'll definitely been on. That shit gonna.
But
pop
I've
up.
seen. Don't get me wrong.
That
I've
shit
seen
was
the
raw.
post.
That shit was raw.
What I have seen is more where Kai Cenat, that was kind of it was just weird. Not to throw a random one at you, but it was just kind of weird. Kai Cenat had a situation where he was at the American Music Awards and he was streaming from him, and a dude just came up and was like, damn near I support, you feel me?
Yeah.
Kanye, da. And he like, the fuck is he? I'm like, I get where you coming from, bro, but that was a little bit of an overreaction.
Yeah, what the fuck are you on? You're spreading an agenda on my stream. Like, what are you doing? That's weird.
I would have just been like,
You're OD, bro. I'd be
I'd
like, back up. What are you doing? Like, you're coming on my stream. I got probably 100,000 people, and you're talking about some shit that nobody gives a fuck.
But I'm just saying, you gotta have more polish than I'm like, hey, listen, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. That's what we not gonna do. I respect you. Shouts out to the kid though, but yeah, listen, we can't.
There ain't no wrong.
We don't.
Like, back the fuck up, bro. This stream, and y'all know what the fuck I'm on. I just came from Streamer University. What the fuck are you talking about yay for? Like, that had no
I just
correlation.
think he overreacted, yo.
Nah, girl, back up. Like, I would have. He underreacted in my point. What the fuck are you doing?
I would have told her,
What the fuck
like,
you doing? I would have stood up, like, bro, back up. What are you doing? Like, back up off me, bro. Fuck are you talking like this?
I don't think it was a thing of space though, but he did tell the nigga he did have to tell him back up. But what I'm
You feel
saying,
me? Like, nigga was bent down in his face. Like, come on.
from
that was
a
crazy.
standpoint that
That's
bro,
crazy.
but from a standpoint that bro was just, like I say, pushing an agenda is crazy work off
How
of
not?
fucking off a fucking 9-second segment.
Yeah, because he went to Kai Cenat, one of the biggest streamers. He knew what he was doing. Why didn't he go to anybody else and say no dumb shit like that? Because he knew if he said it on Kai's stream, he was going to get some type of reaction. He didn't get the reaction he wanted. So nobody gives a fuck about it. Imagine if Kai would have been like, yo, that was... Now whoever said that,
How didn't he
his
get the
name's
reaction that he wanted?
Because no one knows who asked that question. Who's the guy that asked that question?
That'll be tomorrow's news.
Nobody knows. He asked that question.
That'll be tomorrow's
That was
news.
2
They
days
trying to
ago.
figure out.
That was 2 days. Nobody cares about that guy.
I bet you somebody come out with a thing like you guys didn't know who the guy was that asked Kai at the thing. They were like, actually,
Hey, $5.
he's the leader of this
$5.
hedge fund.
Okay, yeah, I bet you it don't. I bet you it will never come out. Nobody cares.
It might.
Nobody cares about that nigga.
I think they kind of do.
Yeah, but
Did you not see what Kanye put out last?
what?
That anti-Semitic shit.
I don't give a fuck about Kanye, bro.
But I'm just saying that's why it's crazy that bro said that. That's why Kai reacted like that. But I'm like, bro, America for the most part is a free country, bro. I wouldn't go at the man like he fucking said.
But you're not understanding that Kai is streaming a event that he's at, an award show. After he just got back from Streamer University, that he was just streaming, and you're telling me a random guy comes up talking about Kanye that has nothing to do with what you have going on or what you've had going on? Like, the fuck? Back up, bro. The fuck? I don't know. I think he reacted perfectly.
Know. I don't think I would have got frustrated.
Oh, I would have got mad. I would have got overly mad. The fuck
I might have laughed at him like, that is what you doing?
What the fuck are you doing,
No,
man?
listen,
Chill out.
Listen. You trying to get me canceled, bitch? Like, you know what I mean? I look at him. You trying to get me canceled? All right, back.
But that's the thing. That's why I would have got mad, because that was his intention.
Kid want an autograph or something. Right. He got what he wanted.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I would have got angry, because that was his intention to try to get Kai canceled in some type of way, for him to speak on a situation. Like, what are you doing?
You think? I thought you said his intention was to get attention. No, you saying he was trying to get Kai canceled.
His intention was to get Kai to say something, as in to damage his image in a way. Like, fuck you. Why does he have to speak on Kanye? He has nothing to do with Kanye. Why would he care about any of Kanye's views if he has nothing to do with Kanye? I feel like if he,
I get it. The aggression was different for me.
Nah, I'd have been overly mad. Like, back up, nigga. Like, that would, imagine you streaming though.
It was to the point where
come ask you some shit.
Yeah, but and like I said, that's where I'm a grown nigga though. Like, cause at the point, bro, it was two servicemen. Like, hey man, can we get a picture? I'm like, all right, bro, get up out of here. Hey, what's up? Cause he did say thank you for your service, but then he got back in his phone and like he had some little ADHD moment. I would just be like, bro, come on, y'all flick up. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
Nah, I never. I would never.
I'm gonna stay in character, bro. Like, God, like, what?
Nah, that.
God, you kind of reacted on some YN type, and you at like a AMAs. You at the BET Awards. Say what the fuck you want, and it's a white dude.
But you gotta act like Kai doesn't move the culture, bro. Streamer University is one of the Come on, bro.
Culture.
Yeah, he moves the culture for sure.
What culture?
The black culture.
Fuck no.
You sound crazy.
You sound crazy.
Any rapper that go on a Kai string blows up. You sound crazy. Or anything dealing with their life does better.
They blow up.
You're crazy. They do better in life. What are you saying?
Ooh.
Anybody that goes on
man, you can go get them lower ones.
Crazy.
Kevin Hart got bigger after he did it.
Oh yeah, they got a movie out together.
Kevin Hart got bigger off of Kai Cenat.
Yes. His fan base got bigger. Little kids started tuning in for real who the fuck Kevin Hart was.
Kevin Hart got bigger off Kai Cenat.
Yeah.
You know how disrespectful that sentiment is?
How?
That nigga Kevin Hart been out here since the fucking 90s, nigga.
Yeah, but who? Niggas,
you gonna say one nigga came and struck up a computer and now that was like his biggest moment?
One of the big, no.
Are
I'm
you
not saying that's his biggest moment.
That's one of Kai's biggest moments.
As a nigga, streamers have NBA contracts, nigga. What the fuck are you talking?
What do you mean NBA contracts?
Nigga, they have money. They're signing $100 million deals to be streamers. They move the culture, nigga. They're everyday TV for little ass kids, bro. When Kevin Hart went onto a Kai Cenat stream, every little kid.
How much do you think 100 million is after you see how many people he got to fuck around him? You see how much shit he doing?
What the fuck do you think NBA players got around him?
What do you mean?
What? Most of the shit Kai has is sponsored, nigga. He gets paid just to put something on. That's how big he is, nigga. That nigga ain't got to pay for shit, nigga. If he wants some clothes, he'll go open a P.O. box and wear that shit for the next 2.5 years.
I think you just need to compare him to the rappers and shit. Don't do the contracts.
No.
He ain't got no fucking Shohei Ohtani money.
Wow, what are you saying?
I'm saying don't compare him to fucking athletes.
Okay,
that nigga got some rapper money.
Okay, but
he got Drizzy Drake money, nigga.
But what you say?
He got Drizzy money.
No, he will.
Oh, this nigga. Oh, okay. I thought
he will. He will for sure.
I was thinking
He will. And he will have an Ohtani.
That's wishful.
And he will have
so now he's catching up.
And he will have an Ohtani contract before this shit's over. You sound crazy.
No, and that's not the hate on Kai, but I'm just saying don't make it like this nigga's done.
He moves culture. What does he not do? Where is his name not at?
I'm not saying that, Zon, but you got to think of the people he has. He made Lizzo bigger. He made SZA bigger. No.
Who?
I think the culture did right by Kai.
Nah.
What if we did with, that's one for the black culture. Nah. I appreciate Will Smith, everybody who's ever went on that Kai Cenat show and just made it because that's the first time the culture has came through for one.
Niggas go to Kai Cenat stream just to promo their shit. What does that tell you, bro?
They're pushing the culture.
What does that tell you,
I'm saying the cultures did more for Kai than Kai's did for the culture.
Kai said Glorilla's song was ass. And niggas stopped listening to Glorilla, nigga.
Got me fucked up.
The fuck are you? Kai moves, bro. He moves shit, bro.
So what you gonna say about dude who's the only, bro? He's got millions and millions of views doing the dance to her song. So she's canceled.
What dance? What dance?
Glorilla on me.
No, we're talking about
my affirmations of a real.
No, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about that dance where
her shit's still hitting.
She made a song to some dumb shit, and it was.
I can't believe you just said Glorilla ain't pop since he. That's another thing. That's what I don't do that in the culture. That's the type of shit that make me bug up on Kai Cenat. Like,
they got back friends because he said her song was ass.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get mad at somebody because someone's judging you authentically.
Dog.
So if you play someone's song and it's ass, so now we can't say someone's just because you're famous, you can't tell the truth now. That's basically what you're saying. Come on, bro.
What I'm saying is you go find one white country motherfucking artist that is talking about their younger people. You go find any what's the white boy's name? With the fucking shit hanging out the back. With the hair hanging out the back. What is his name, bro?
What?
He's like the biggest right now. Neo Von, right?
Yeah.
Theo Von. I said Neo.
What about him?
You don't hear him out here like Morgan Wallen just made some horse shit of out. White people not talking down it. Mexicans not talking. That's what I'm saying.
How do you not know this? You're not.
How do you? What do you mean? How do I not know this?
You're not Mexican or white.
You don't see this shit.
How do you know?
What other clip have you seen went viral?
Just because you don't see it, don't mean that.
What other clip have you seen went viral like that one? When he said that about Glorilla.
But what do you mean?
When he said that about Glorilla.
What does that mean, though? What
that means don't do that to the culture.
Don't do what?
Don't go
tell the truth,
bro. Not even tell the truth.
So you said something.
Hating is hating, bro. Hating is hating. If that bitch got a contract and the deal, it is what it is. If you don't like her song, you don't gotta call it ass. That ain't my. I'm gonna say that nigga. That ain't one for me. That ain't one for me.
Send me a song.
That ain't one for me.
If you send me a song and say,
that's not one for me.
The shit's ass.
That one's not for me.
I'm telling the truth.
I tell her, hey, that ain't my cup of tea, baby.
Okay.
I could easily say go back to.
And that's what he said. The song's not good. What the fuck?
Did he say trash, ass, or not good? How did he?
It don't matter what he said. The song wasn't good. Don't give a fuck what you say, nigga. If you say
all you gotta say is all you gotta say.
Nigga.
All you gotta listen.
It's ass. If
you a real nigga about that culture, about your culture, you gonna say, listen, Glow.
Fix the song.
Glow.
It's a terrible song. Fix it.
I ain't even gonna hold you, baby.
Fix it.
I'm gonna be waiting on the next one. You hear me? Yeah. This one was. I'd even play her like that, even if I think it was shitty.
So what are you saying?
Bro, don't do that to the women. What they say in Baltimore, don't do that. Don't do that.
To what?
Don't do that.
So you can't, guys, you can't tell the truth now.
Don't do that.
You can't tell the truth.
Don't do that.
You got to spare people.
Not to our women,
now.
not to our queens.
You got to spare people.
How many female rappers how many female rappers is really getting it, bro?
So don't tell females the truth then. That's what you're saying?
What do you mean?
That's what you just said. You basically
he could be telling the truth to some female rappers. That's going to help. What? Like I said, at the point where she's got a fucking deal and money is, she's being an artist. Why are you're hating after that when you go out and say anything left and then other than get better.
Why are you sending a streamer a song to listen to, and then if he gives you his take, you get mad at it?
I'm not gonna get mad. Listen. Everything is not what you said; it's how you said it. No, you said it like
it don't matter,
bro.
It don't matter.
How did you just say it don't matter? And the first thing out your mouth when you said it was, "Oh, he just like when he said gorillas was shit. She got canceled." Nobody listened to that shit. That's where it started. When you said it, ain't nobody listened to that shit.
Fucking with her no more. It was just like her.
So you see my problem with it,
boo boo. What? So what?
Because you damn near, if anything, then turn young niggas against it.
So he's supposed to say that song's hard, and everybody's like, nigga, I know you're lying.
Nah, what you want to say is, what you want to say is,
I'm saying
verbatim. I'm on the verbatim. Listen, okay. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. This didn't shock me. I didn't feel like she pushed the needle for me in no way. What I will say is, Glow gonna sell. You feel me? Another thing I say. I want to hear the banger because I know you really got that shit in. You feel me in the cupboard for summer. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, listen. If you do me a favor, I'm Kai like you think I'm Kai. Show me some love. Send me that banger before anybody else here because you know what the fuck you doing.
And you're dropping to 20,000 views. Nobody's listening to that bullshit. Nigga, I'm telling the truth. Kai Cenat's authentic, nigga. He's screaming. He's telling the truth. He's not finna.
Let me tell every young brother out there something. If being authentic come at the price of putting a black woman down more than they've been put down. I don't even mean to go Malcolm X on you niggas, but more than they've been kicked and put down in this life.
Okay, brother Josh.
If that's the way you got to give it up.
Okay, brother Josh.
That's fuck.
Okay, brother Josh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, brother Josh. Fuck. You
feel me?
They already put down. The fuck.
What? Now they already have. Well, you ain't got to help. Like I said, because them white people, you don't hear that shit. That's all I'm saying. Can you admit that?
How? I've heard. I got white friends.
When the last time you heard Justin Bieber calling some white person music shitty?
A few times.
Stop.
You don't think he does it?
He probably does behind closed doors. He don't fucking go stream and Twitch and be the biggest Twitch artist to do.
But he's not a fucking streamer.
Nigga, he said it on the biggest platform. This nigga broke the record for it, and you gonna go on there and blast a black bitch?
Aiden Ross, he talks
a black woman.
Aiden Ross talks about white artists that he don't think's good. Aiden Ross.
What white artist? It's not memorable, nigga. Stop.
So what are you saying?
What you said he did is memorable.
Yeah, because her song was ass.
I'm glad he apologized. I'm glad they made up because that's what needed to be done. No, he did. That was some sucker shit. That was some sucker shit.
She need Kai more than
I think Glorilla low key tighten bro up too.
A what?
But like fuck around and beat him up.
No, nigga.
I wouldn't have did it if I was his size. I would not have fucked with
She's an Italian beef and Pepsi, nigga. Nobody's worrying about fucking Glorilla. This nigga's trolling.
Yo, he out of what is that? Italian beef and Pepsi?
Some little shit. Some little shit. We ain't worrying about that little shit right now.
He called this bitch a sandwich. He called this female a sandwich. And let me stop calling her a B word because she ain't even a B word. You a queen. I'm just so, once I get so emotional about it, it just come out one way like, damn, why you doing to me like why you doing the black queen like that, Kai?
Right,
that's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know.
My African brother. Talk to him. Talk to him, kings and queens. Brothers and sisters.
From the motherland.
You feel me? But our next question, nigga.
I'm the brother man. From the motherland.
Who the fuck do you think is the biggest industry plant, nigga? That's the next question.
Biggest industry plant?
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yeah, my biggest industry plant is Kevin Hart. Ever. Yeah. Ever. Where is Kevin Hart from?
Philly? Zion, you're but a what Russ do? Rock the cradle. You gotta realize you was in the cradle. You was the baby. When Paper Soldiers was that summertime, watch it back to back.
Industry plant.
Stop, bro.
He's an industry plant. I just never heard of. I don't.
Nah, make sure you post this because you going niggas gonna come. What?
No, I hope
Kev out of all of them.
Kevin Hart.
As long as bro been around,
I'm not listening to that. I don't give a fuck.
As long as Kevin Hart been around, he's the industry plant.
He's not funny. What does Kevin Hart do?
I'm gonna tell you about the industry plants.
He doesn't move shit. Who's your industry plant? I said mine, Kevin Hart. Let me hear this bullshit.
Because this is tough. You don't just want to say anything.
Oh, I've had mine forever.
So you thought you just been knowing Kevin Hart was your biggest industry plant?
Yeah. I just truly deep down think Kevin Hart's an industry plant.
I'm trying to think of who even really like. I mean, of course, Ice Spice was an industry plant.
How?
That shit jumped off, you think? For real?
So you don't think Ice Spice has some type of aesthetic to her?
Man, I think she has some type of algorithm and money paid and shit generated. Yes.
She was fucking with Lil TJ though. But I'm saying, like, you don't think she has some type of aesthetic to her? She just popped off, but niggas are obsessed with her.
Little T.
You're laughing. What does that mean?
I'm sorry, bro. Yo.
What's wrong
Who's
with
Lil
TJ?
TJ's last song?
I'm not sure. And they got shot 9 times. Oh, you're laughing from a nigga getting shot?
No, bro. What are you going there? That has nothing to do with nothing.
But you laughed
this
harder when I
nigga is
said
a
it.
fucking troll artist. He told you to hurry up and got to it. 9 shots, and you gonna laugh? You gonna laugh, nigga, after 9?
You gonna
you're a
laugh,
troll
like,
for
he
that,
got
bro.
shot 9
I ain't said nothing
times.
about that
He
nigga
got
getting shot.
shot.
TJ, I'm not laughing.
But I'm saying, though,
dog, I'm just laughing because
you said when his last. I can't name
TJ
it, he
gonna
got
give somebody
shot.
credibility because
He can't. He was one of the biggest rappers out of New York besides Pop Smoke. Who else is from New York? They go Lil TJ, Pop Smoke, Fabio Foreign, and fucking 6ix9ine.
I think them niggas got some money to them. They probably still got some
Cheddar
Lil TJ.
Bob, nigga, 6ix9ine. That's the only other.
This nigga said she got her clout. Bro, do you ever say somebody got their clout off Lil TJ is crazy.
So you can't blow up in New York off Lil TJ. You know how big New York is? That's a big city. You blow up in New York, you damn near blew up in the surrounding states, nigga.
You said this shit so fast.
You got New
Hold
Jersey
on.
by default.
Who did Lil TJ date? You said
I say he didn't date her, but there's speculation they fucked around before she blew up.
Who?
Ice Spice and Lil TJ.
Oh, okay. I forgot. I think they said the Caribou girl, but that's not really, I wouldn't call it industry plant because Yachty and her admit, like, well, I don't think she really tried to admit it, but Yachty been like, no, I was writing for it for sure.
I can't say she industry plant because she used to bust tables. I'm like an industry plant, like parents was rich or something. You feel me?
No. All right, so the idea to me of an industry plan is somebody who really they just thought had the image and plugged them in and put them in an algorithm and made it like they just always been there type shit. And to me, like, there's a few that's like definitely that.
So Ice Spice and that's it?
I think Post Malone started from there.
Think Post Malone?
He started in that. Because it was like, that White Iverson came out of nowhere, bro, and that's all you could hear, bro.
But that's a great song.
It is, but it ain't that. It wasn't that motherfucking great, bro.
But you got to think, how many...
It wasn't that motherfucking great.
White Iverson.
I like it, don't get me wrong.
That's a great song.
Now it gets even greater because he's made it greater.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I mean, throughout, you know, giving his name credibility over the years and stuff. But when it first popped, it was that cut.
So Eminem, you think Eminem an industry plant?
Man, stop fucking playing, boy. We was in the shelter. Mom spaghetti. Knees weak, you feel me? Type shit. What? He could never be a plan. He really was in them trenches. Hey, you hear me? Really battling them battles in that motherfucker.
Man,
Only white boy in that bitch.
I ain't listening to no Eminem, nigga. That
Listen,
nigga is
when you start to understand music, and that's what I say. Like I feel like once you get older, because you are a music head, but it's to a certain extent. You still going off cadences and rhythms and beats, which I used to love. But when you really like deep dive, he's one of the coldest MCs, what they call it. Like Jay-Z, like his wordplay is crazy. Nah. Like it's.
Nah, I understand
like,
you, but I'm not listening to Eminem. I can't put an Eminem song on.
Nah, and it's cool. I understand it, bro.
I feel like that was. I feel like that was. I feel like that was an error. So you could play Eminem song right now and bob your head to it.
You fucking crazy
and be
nigga? Like
this.
Are you crazy?
Like, no, I can't.
I am whatever, nigga. That beat just start off crazy. Dun, dun, dun,
only song I know, I'm a rap god.
You're not even thinking the right Slim Shady.
I don't. There's versions.
Can't be on Superman, Superman. Yeah, no, we're talking about that shit that he blew off.
Nah,
stop. The shit that he come out with now. No, I don't rock with him in like since early 2000s. It was 04, 05. You know, whatever. 2010s, 2020. No. What I'm telling you is off of his Eminem, what is it? The show, it was something show. Or Till I, it wasn't Till I Collapse, that's the song. Yeah, the show, whatever, Encore, whatever the fuck it was. Mm-hmm. That is one of the hardest albums of all time. And then he just got like, Stan, he wrote that song like, in the aspect of a fan who killed himself.
But his damn
because he bro.
His damn near two biggest songs is with motherfucking Rihanna. Love the Way You Lie, Monster.
Right, because listen, I feel like what happened with Eminem once he got a little bit older and he started to, get out of the rap a little bit, dog, white people really took to him like, bro.
Yeah, because he was a white black guy.
But he's really not. Yeah, I just think he got old and lame and the white shit started to come out. When I tell you his nicest shit.
So he wasn't a white black guy, but when he got older, the white side came out?
All right, how should I put it? He wasn't a white person trying to be black. I promise you that. Like it was too. But I feel like as he got older and he lets down his guards and he ain't on no street shit.
I'm saying like a white black guy.
He has no choice but to be Marshall.
I'm saying white black as in like, yeah, he's not trying to be black because that's obviously what he grew up around. But it's like what black people are doing, he's doing it, if that makes sense. But like, I mean, black person as in like, what we wearing, he's wearing it. You know what I mean? Like when obviously there's white people that's wearing a certain type of clothing back then. We had the big shit. You know what I mean? They're dressed in a certain way. I'm not saying he's talking like, cause he's obviously never said like songs with the N-word. You know what I mean? Shit like that. That's what I'm saying.
It really doesn't. Basically, at the end of the day, Eminem is a product of the black culture.
You think so?
I know. His impact is too profound on our rap game, bro. Like when I tell you that nigga got like,
I've never heard someone said they've been inspired by Eminem. That's black. That raps. It said Eminem's his favorite rapper. He's been inspired by Eminem. I've never heard it. You
remember when we was talking about earlier, Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight when he fucked that nigga over, beat him like a slave in that ring? Beat him like he stole something. That nigga Terrence Crawford with all his little, fight perks and money. Guess who he get to walk him out to some of that old school shit that I'm talking about? Eminem. This is what real niggas is vibing to, bro.
Talking about fucking Terrence Crawford.
Stop. Now he's just Terrence Crawford.
The fuck?
This is pound for pound right now.
We're talking about Terrence Crawford.
Now he's just a guy. A jag. That's what just a guy.
So who was turning on a Terrence Crawford fight before he fought Errol Spence?
Nobody. They just calling him pound for pound in.
Who was turning on a Terrence Crawford fight?
Stop. I'm not going to let you do this to Terrence. Okay, bro. Why niggas want to take it from me when he get there? He pound for pound. He going to fight Canelo.
He's one of the greatest. I'm not taking that away from him. But
so, no, never mind. We ain't even got to say nothing else. You just say he's one of the greatest. That's cool.
Who was turning on that type of fight?
Everybody.
No, I can't.
Everybody.
No, it was either Tank or Canelo. Nobody's watching fucking Terrence Crawford.
You would watch Canelo over Crawford?
Yeah.
Oh, cuz.
He has the highest gate. What are you talking about?
Goodness.
His fights are pushed. I'm watching Canelo.
Nigga, he's a Mexican boxer.
What are you saying?
Nigga, there's way more Spanish-speaking people than there are English. Nigga, there's way more...
But what are you saying? Because he has two fan bases. He has American and Spanish.
Right.
Okay, if you're American born, you just got American fans.
What? If you're American born?
You just got American fans.
Right. But so what I'm saying, if he was just Hispanic, he would have shit ton more fans than he can have in America regardless. But if this nigga Canelo is liked in 2 countries, okay, but loved in one.
Okay, but if he was Hispanic and he was just fighting in Mexico, if he was just fighting in Mexico and he didn't have no American fans, he wouldn't be that big. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I wouldn't say that.
I would say that.
Listen, all he needs is the WBC to acknowledge him as the best fighter in his weight class in the world. And Mexican people will let you know what the fuck is up.
Anybody that's ever wanted to transform their career, where do they come to? America. You know why? Because we have the biggest, bro, our fan base is crazy. If you're loved in America, bro, you're damn near going to be loved everywhere else, bro. Everywhere else. If you're loved in America, bro, I promise you.
Well, we might be ass backwards, Zion, because you know in Japan and like Tokyo, their engineers and their creatives are more celebrated than ours are here. You see what I'm saying? They're creatives, meaning like artists and shit like that. Like that's what's their.
And where do they get shipped? And where do they get shipped to?
What America. Do you mean? Yeah, but I'm saying,
and who are they working under? American-born people who are billionaires and millionaires.
Listen to me good. Listen to me good. In America, the dumbest shit will make you famous. Duh. That's what the fucking rest of the world looks at. Like, bro, we can go do some dumb shit in America for real.
No.
Let's start a gas station and become millionaires.
But that's not dumb. How's starting a gas station dumb?
No. I'm not saying it's dumb in a way like decision making. I'm just saying it's not a hard, like, it's not like, nigga, I want to go to school and plan it. So these niggas like, we got an easy gig.
So starting a gas station is easy. That's essentially what you're saying. Starting a gas station is easy. So why the fuck does not everybody just start a gas station?
Do you not know the jig about it?
What? Why doesn't everybody start a gas station then, Josh?
You didn't know that, bro?
What? What?
All right, let me ask you this. And it's going to be harder for you because, I mean, you're more prone to like just being here in West Virginia. So it's not as visible here.
So you're saying
But who owns gas stations outside of major corporations?
What?
I'm asking you. Do you realize who owns a lot of like gas stations or smoke shops outside of?
It's like.
Do you realize
Arabs, like Arab people or Indian people?
Precisely.
Yeah.
Now the jig with that is you get to come here and for 10 years you're tax free.
5.
10.
It's 5.
Well, then it just changed.
It's always been 5.
It was not always 5.
How you gonna tell me, nigga?
Bro, see.
It's 5 years.
You made it like you're fucking A-Rap. What do you mean? How you gonna
it's
tell you, nigga? Because you're American like me.
Nigga, it's 5.
How much
I literally had this whole conversation you're about to have. It's 5 years. And they bring somebody else over, a family member, and then they get another 5 years. Why they open up another store.
Okay.
It's 5 years. It's not 10.
So how is that not easy?
What?
Nigga, the game's been given to me. I didn't have to. Nigga, what? No. All you gotta do is make this bitch facilitate this shit.
So you're telling, how is that easy? What are you trying to tell me? You act like niggas don't have the same opportunities, bro. You're telling me the niggas that open up smoke shops, they're sleeping in there.
Listen.
It's not like they're coming over here and they got millions of dollars to buy a big ass house and then they're going to go buy a smoke shop. No, nigga. Niggas that open up smoke shops, the first month you go there, not everything's full, nigga. Them niggas are sleeping in the back or sleeping down the street all in the same house.
Right.
They're not
there
coming,
you go, all
they're
in the
not
same house.
coming over here as millionaires. So it's not easy, bro. They're just smart.
Bro, it is easy. Are you fucking insane? Tax-free, it wouldn't be easy, Zion.
It's called being smart.
How much taxes have you paid, bro?
It's called being smart. It's called being smart. It's called being smart. You can't be mad because there's a loophole in the system that you can't take advantage of.
No. Okay.
You can't be mad.
Listen, I asked you, and I, as a Trump supporter, I seen this reel that is. Have you ever watched Malcolm in the Middle?
No.
It's an old school joint. It was like it's a comparable to like Young Sheldon now. Like they ran hella seasons. It's Frankie Muniz is the big star on it. Anyway, the dad was from there. Which he's famous. He did more. I think he did Breaking Bad and shit too. Anyway, he was on a podcast and he was talking about it. He said that shit on the hat says "Make America Great Again," and he said, "I think about it. When do you think America was great?"
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Because I'm asking you, when do you think America was great?
But what does that have to do with
what are we talking about?
What are we talking about? We're talking about, it's easy to come over here for being tax-free for 5 years.
So let's talk about it.
So what are you saying? So what?
He goes on to say, basically, with that MAGA hat, when has Make America Great Again America at its greatest points, black people was damn near indentured servants and slaves.
So that's when America was at its greatest. That's what you think. That's
what I know.
That's your opinion.
When was business booming,
That's
nigga?
your opinion. That's your opinion.
Bro, what I'm telling you is America's greatest times, black people haven't been able to be like, we got our own this or got...
But whose fault is that?
No, see, never mind.
So life's not based off decisions?
And then you just had the nerve to talk shit about
So life's not based off decisions?
Bruh.
Slavery's a choice.
Oh, I'm not doing this with this nigga tonight, bro.
I'm dead ass.
Yo, this nigga's right.
I'm dead ass.
Shut the fuck up, bro. No, you're not.
I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Hey,
I'm dead ass.
All right.
I'm dead ass. Life is all about decisions, and you got choices. That's why it's called free will.
Right.
It was given to you for a reason. So if you make a dumbass decision, there's a consequence for it. You can't blame nobody else because you made a dumbass decision in life. What does that mean? No.
What do you mean?
You don't get it. You don't get scapegoats. You can't say, "Oh, I'm mad because I'm working a 9 to 5 every day." Who told you to go get the 9 to 5, nigga? You had 30 years to start a business. How you gonna get mad at the motherfucking?
What I'm telling you is,
you can't. I hate.
We have never been tax free for a fucking thing. A motherfucker get to play in the Middle East for you know to their 11 or 12, and then come over here and assume grown man responsibilities from day one.
But what does that have to do with anything?
Because you just said it was hard. You talking about they come over here with nothing? Yeah, nigga, the great grand fucking daddy did. Nigga, these rest of these 5 niggas ain't did shit. What the fuck you mean?
What are you
saying? Same thing with the white culture.
So what are you
Where does it happen with the black culture, Zion? You have to go in the deepest parts of the South to see where some great grandfathers of black people done left some shit. That shit is not our reality as a culture.
So whose fault is that?
Because you tried to say it was hard.
Whose fault is that?
You say because you just said the middle.
It is hard. It is hard.
Nigga.
It is hard. It is hard.
5 generations later, it's hard to run a fucking smoke shop or a gas station, nigga.
Yeah.
Stop, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think so many niggas would be doing it. I don't think so many Arabs would be doing this shit if it was that difficult. If it was that difficult, why don't we have 100,000 fucking black dentists? Why don't we have 100,000 Arab dentists?
That's a victim mindset, bro.
How?
Because why don't black people got these motherfucking stores?
Because we don't get fucking tax free for 5 years.
That don't matter. You can still have one.
Zion.
You can still get one.
What?
The fuck are you talking about? You can still get one.
Business tax, payroll tax.
You can still get one. You can still open.
Of course,
So what are you saying? So what's the problem? Why? So why's the black niggas do? Why you ain't got 4 families in one house like the Mexicans? Why you ain't got 6 families in the house like the Arabs? And y'all got driving the same car? Or y'all? We
was in them houses, nigga. We did our time. This is what you're failing to realize. When the fuck you gonna keep it real and think about it? Didn't we do our time in fucking sheds and fucking slave houses?
Victimized.
Eating pig slop.
That's a victim mindset. That's a victim mindset. Because so you're supposed to say. So after slavery,
nigga, you just can't ignore black people's struggle. You gonna give us everybody else, but you're gonna say we struggle. We chose to struggle. So Mexicans choosing to struggle in Mexico.
Yeah, the cartels are killing them. People
or are they struggling, or is it on them that they're struggling? Or the cartel pressing them? Or is just life pressing them?
It's on the people because people are joining cartels. People are choosing decisions. Not everyone's going good. There's people that are going to the cartel way.
You just said it's on the people because of the cartel is fucking with them.
No, it's on the people because you have decisions to make. You can
Tupac's greatest quote, we was given this world, we didn't make it. You hear what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
Bro.
So exactly, life is based off decisions.
Why was 40 acres and a mule ever on the table, Zion?
What? That has nothing to do with nothing.
Yes, it does,
no,
bro. We're the only ones who ain't got ours, bro. They're called reparations.
Okay.
The Arabs ain't never been victims of shit that white folks did, bro. The Mexicans ain't never, they might have been, but not here.
100 years later and you're still screaming about reparations.
400 years later, nigga.
You're screaming about black struggle?
Stop.
So we ain't have 400 years to fix what the fuck we got going on. We still in the same position we were in 400 years ago.
No, we're not in the same fucking position.
What has changed? We're still fucking slaves?
No.
Well, okay, so how black people ain't slaves to white corporations then? How the fuck how the fuck is black people not slaves to white corporations?
Well, I'll say if you want to call us all slaves.
We got the highest poverty rate. Correct. Right. We got the highest black on black crime, correct. We got the most black niggas in jail, correct. So how the fuck?
This
how
part
has
of it.
black people changed in the last 400 years?
Listen.
So
write letter. Write letter. We're in the essence of the glossary.
What?
But it's not slavery so much anymore.
What?
Now it's a system.
What?
That was based off the studies done from slavery. Now we know the system to cook these niggas, to keep them in the welfare lines, nigga, to keep them on these food stamps. We know the fucking system now. Now we'll give you the system. Fuck slavery. The system makes them profitable.
So who's telling a nigga to go pick up the gun? Who's telling the dad to go sell crack?
Who's telling the white man to build a gun? Who builds a fucking gun? Who builds a gun store in the middle of the hood, nigga, by the hood? Who builds the liquor store in the hood, nigga?
The Asians?
Stop. Right.
Who's buying it? The black people, nigga.
Because, bro, they're preying on us, bro.
Decisions, nigga. The fuck are you talking about? If you were smart, nigga, you're not going to go to the gas station and buy some fucking liquor because you know it's a dumbass decision, my nigga.
Okay. But listen, life's not that easy. Life's not that easy. Life's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
Life's not that easy.
If you go through life doing dumb shit, you're going to get dumbass results. If you go through life doing good shit, you're going to be blessed, nigga. You're going to be blessed because you're making good ass decisions. You're making dumbass decisions.
So bad things don't happen to good people.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you mean?
So there's not a good and bad? So it's only good?
Of course, Zion. But what I'm telling you is you can't just sit there and say, Arabs get 5 years, so what? You go make something out of it, nigga. No. Why? Where is our 5 years free, nigga?
Victim mindset. That's a victim mindset.
Dog, I'm in a mindset. Give me them 5 years free and see what the fuck we do with it. They've never given it to us. They've never tried this shit, Zion. Do you realize how dangerous black people might be with some 5 years fucking tax free, nigga?
Victim mindset. Victim mindset.
How, Zion? We have built a country that we getting over, bro.
Because you're asking for something that somebody else has, nigga. Go get it yourself, bro.
How are you asking for something somebody else has?
They have 5 years, correct?
Zion.
They have 5 years tax.
Zion.
And you're saying black people need that.
Zion.
How would black people thrive?
Zion.
We got Section 8 and food stamps, and niggas are still at the lowest of lowest. How the fuck are we? What? You're giving free food and your rent's getting paid, but niggas aren't working. So how the fuck is that striving the black community?
Listen, bro.
So if we give y'all $40,000 in a fucking mule,
the system.
Niggas are buying crab food, oils, and Jordans, nigga. The fuck
That's
you talking about? Niggas are making all that money back, just like stimulus checks. What happened? They was giving the black community $2,000. What the fuck happened?
Because we've been trained and programmed, Zion.
Now we're trained and programmed.
We're not.
Now we're trained and fucking programmed.
Bro, the $1 million corporations are getting niggas like 50 Cent millions of fucking dollars go sit up in a motherfucking music video sagging the pants off his ass with a blunt hanging out his mouth and a do-rag on his head and give this false perception to these young niggas and make it like that shit's livable. And it's not. So when these young niggas try it, they fill the jails that the white people make money off of. And then when they come out and they need the system, that's off the white people too.
Who made the decision though? Who made the decision?
Everybody has a decision.
If 50 Cent said yes to that, then he made a dumbass decision.
But we can't say that. That's a nigga that struggled too. He just want to be rich too.
The fuck?
He want to be rich too.
What is that called?
We gonna start blaming niggas for wanting to get out the hood?
I'm gonna blame niggas that's causing destruction to
you can't do that. These niggas is ignorant. They starting off ignorant.
For sure. If you're causing destruction to young niggas' minds for a paycheck, for sure. Bro, because that means you just looking.
They don't know no better, Zion. No. From the beginning of the times, there's been house niggas. Have you not watched the Django and Samuel say who that nigga on that now?
Okay, and
since the beginning of a time.
And who do they hate?
What do you mean?
And who do they hate?
Who? Who hate?
What does Uncle Tom hate? More than
a smart nigga? I don't know.
No, he hates a nigga. He hates a nigga.
Oh, you said more than anything. I'm thinking you saying like a specific type of nigga.
He hates a nigga. Okay. Anybody that looks like him. He wants to be the white man.
But what I'm telling you, Zion, is you can't sit here and say shit like Arabs. No, nigga, you're making it like that's not something big. Oh, that's light shit. 5 years tax free.
That's not.
Man, why didn't Trump pay his taxes? Why this bitch so bro? Stop, bro. It's niggas that real life go to jail over this shit every day because that shit is dumb as fuck to pay taxes.
Okay, but there's loopholes. There's laws. There's
loopholes. If you get 5 years free, that's the fucking biggest loophole, nigga.
What is that? There's loopholes though. There's loopholes. There's loopholes in anything. You can't.
And then what you gonna do when you come through with Sanjay Jr. and get the next 5 years? That's 10 years tax free, nigga. Bro. Okay. Do you know how much you're winning in the taxes?
What does that mean? What does that mean? After the 5 years?
That means wealth.
What?
If you and your
For
people
5 years.
can stack the money the
5
right
years.
way and you don't have taxes to pay,
For 5 years.
nigga, you're going to be wealthy by the end of a 15-year run not paying taxes. I don't give a fuck who you are.
15 years.
I don't give a fuck who you are.
Years.
15 years paying no taxes, you going to get wealthy.
But
you're going to be wealthy.
You're to realize, though,
15 years selling dope on taxes, you're going to be wealthy.
They want to do this. They want to do this. They want to do this. They want to do this.
These people get to come over here basically sell dope legally.
How? Black people.
Because it's untaxed.
How? But it's untaxed. But it's legal. It's legal. Black people are selling drugs untaxed, going to jail. These niggas are doing
that
legal
the white
way.
people give us. They gave us.
Now, so who told us to take it?
Who told us to take what?
So a white person said, nigga, you better take this and sell this. You sound crazy. That's a victim mindset again.
Zion. If you're broke and somebody offers you a job, what are you going to say?
What's the job?
Stop it, bro.
I'm not going to say yes. That's like saying a nigga telling you to come in the room and you going to be like, yeah. What's
Zion,
in the room?
Here.
What the fuck,
I'm going to give you 3 degrees of this.
Questions.
I'm going to give you 3 degrees of this.
I'm asking
Somebody
questions,
asked you by yourself, Zion, you don't have a job, you need a job, I got a job for you.
Yeah, what's the job?
Okay. Now you're asking like that. Now let me give you Zion and your girl. Hey, I got a job for you, you need a job? I see you're desperate.
What's the job?
Okay. Now you got Zion, girl, and baby girl. A nigga offer you a job and you're more desperate than ever, nigga. You do not need to know what the fuck it is, nigga.
On my mom, I do. On everything I love, I do. On everything
Zion, there ain't some shit you would kill for in life, bro.
On everything I love, I need to know what the job is. I'm not just doing some dumb shit.
Stop. It ain't no murdering, of course.
I'm thinking. What are you saying? I'm not doing some dumb shit just for a paycheck. I don't give a fuck. I have morals. I'm not doing some dumb shit.
Back against the fucking wall.
No.
Back against the wall.
No. Money doesn't define me.
Niggas say take this to that street over there.
No, money don't define me. I can find something else.
Stop.
It don't.
Stop, because that's not reality. Stop
that.
Reality. You know. That's definitely not your fucking reality. Stop. That's not your reality.
I'm not doing anything for a paycheck.
Because you don't live in that world. You do not live in that world.
I'm not doing anything for a paycheck.
You don't live in that world.
I'm not doing anything for a paycheck.
I didn't say you do anything, but I'd say, well, when your back is against the wall, we don't know what some of these rappers come from, bro.
Okay, and that's
they dodging bullets in the hood.
Their fault.
Niggas risking their lives every day. They sit in their hoods, but then you say they wrong for taking any check that came to them. Are you crazy?
If there's a plan to destroy
a
community behind it,
what are you supposed to do, bro?
What are you saying? Drop
the number one thing rule in life is self-preservation. So if you don't fucking float, you bound to drizzle. If you can't swim, you bound to drown.
So you're telling me, if a label comes to a rapper and says, "No, I don't want you to drop that song. That's too lovey-dovey. I want you to drop this song where they're killing people." And
that's too positive.
And make sure in the video you're showing guns and sag your pants. And
you said so. If you're telling me this is what they're telling them, nigga, this ain't no fucking hypothetical. This happens.
So niggas,
we want more violence. We want more provocative.
So the nigga has a decision, right? And if you make the dumbass decision, you get.
And the nigga's decision is kill.
I can't live.
Drill.
As a person, I got a soul. I couldn't live with myself knowing I took a paycheck and niggas died from it.
That's fucked up because you'll bob your head to that same shit.
Yeah, but I'm not killing people.
Stop. It don't matter.
That's what he's saying.
It don't matter.
I'm not killing people.
Just because that's not what you get from it, that don't mean some other kid's not inspired, bro. Okay. Some other young dude not inspired, bro. But some other grown ass uncle or man.
It didn't inspire me. It didn't inspire me.
In that way.
I'm not killing people off the song.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
So that's you.
Okay.
I'm glad you're smart enough not to.
Okay.
But there's some little niggas, they ain't got no daddies in the house, bro. They ain't got no big brothers around. Some of these rappers or whatever the fuck they are, drill artists, are their main inspirations, bro.
So what are we
saying? When niggas on there start talking about, I wish a nigga would catch me. They ain't gonna see me unless I got my 30 on me. Little nigga in Chicago? You telling me a little nigga in Chicago got a choice right now? Zion, chill the fuck out, bro.
He do.
Stop.
He do.
He's got a choice.
He can be a weirdo.
Stop, bro. You're going to say a little Chicago nigga got a choice right now.
Yeah. You telling me? Yeah, I think you do. If you're the smartest nigga in the hood, I bet you they take care of you.
Stop. I bet nigga, bro, what?
What?
You think the good kids ain't getting smoked in Chicago?
The
honor roll students?
The bad kids are getting smoked too.
My baby didn't do nothing. They out there crying.
Okay, there's good kids that get killed all the time.
Right.
So what are you saying?
Bro.
How do you not have a decision?
This shit is not sometimes, bro, you're making it like life is just so free will. Like certain shit hasn't been divided, bro.
Like what? So you're saying every kid in Chicago don't have a choice?
Huh?
So every kid in Chicago don't have a choice?
Fuck no, bro. Listen, that's fucked up and one-sided that you would say that.
Your brain's cooked, bro.
No, that's fucked up and one-sided.
Your brain's
You're
cooked.
saying, bro, Zion,
so
you have to have a blick on you, bro. There's no choice.
So there's not a suburbs of Chicago?
What?
There's not a suburbs of Chicago?
Stop.
Oh, your mind's just to O-Block. You think O-Block Chicago?
No, I think Chicago's fucked up. It's not just about O-Block, the whole city.
How?
Nigga, Duck got murdered in fucking downtown in a prestigious part of Chicago, bro.
That was $100,000 hit, bro. You think nigga, you don't get killed like that?
That shows me that niggas don't give a fuck in Chicago, bro.
Yeah, if you have a big time rapper funding it, what are you talking about?
Bro.
A random nigga in Chicago is not just killing someone downtown without a reward.
A random nigga in Chicago is not just gonna be downtown, probably.
Who? Exactly.
I'm saying they're probably niggas are gonna probably be in the hood. That's how these niggas think.
Exactly.
They don't have a choice. They're not in the suburbs. No, because like I said, there's 3 generations of motherfuckers being on the system. No, nobody ever made it out yet, Zion. Nobody ever made it out.
Wait, so you're saying that's not a good part of Chicago? It's only bad. So you're saying the whole Chicago is bad? That's what you're saying? That's what you just said. You said
I did not say that.
You said no kid from Chicago has a choice. That's what you said. You said no kid from Chicago has a choice. That's literally what you said, fam. You said no. So that means Chicago, the whole Chicago is bad then.
78% of the youth in Chicago have no fucking choice. And I would even go to 88%, bro. 78 to 88% of the
bro. Stay off the internet, bro. Stay off the internet, bro. It's not just O-Block and 63rd, bro. There's a whole fucking Chicago.
I bet you won't look up the murder fatality rates in Chicago.
I'm about to.
Go ahead and see if it ain't about 2-3 niggas getting dropped a day. Nigga, like it's a pandemic out this motherfucker. It is bullets, riddle. You talking about these little niggas got the choices, but they ain't got no fucking choice.
Yeah, they do.
Nigga, it's make or break, shoot or dribble.
Yeah, they do.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Chicago experienced the least violent Memorial Day weekend in the last 16 years.
Dog, it was so they made a topic or a headline about it. The most unscathed Memorial Day in years, 16 years.
They did that in DC too. They do that in a lot of states that have that are known for killing. What are you talking about?
Nigga, Chicago Jits do not have a choice most of the time.
This nigga's crazy.
7 out of 10 times, them kids gotta have that blick on them. They gotta have them knives.
So there's not private schools in Chicago. There's not good schools.
Dog.
There's not good.
Perfect world. Zion. When you realize, listen, bro. The church in West Virginia gonna charge niggas $250 a week. That's childcare. That ain't school.
So you don't think there's good, prestigious, nice black people in Chicago?
Fuck yeah, that's everywhere.
So what do you?
There's balance everywhere. What I'm telling you is the balance is off in Chicago.
How? You're literally restricting Chicago to fucking a little ass percentage of it, bro. The Chicago's big as fuck. It's a major city. Bro. Chicago's a major city, bro. It's behind New York, and it's a major city.
Precisely,
Miami,
Zion.
it's up there, bro. And you're saying the whole.
You still didn't say the fatality rate. See how many people's died this year. Gun violence. Be specific. Gun violence. That's why this nigga talking about. No, every daddy got it. No, nigga.
Yeah,
bro.
A choice, bro.
No, it's not. It's survival of the fittest, bro.
As of 2024, because they haven't got one for 2025.
Okay.
Chicago has seen a decline in overall gun violence compared to previous years. The city recorded 572 homicides in 2024, down from 615 in 2023, marking the lowest number since 2019. What are you saying?
What? Listen, finish. You can keep reading if you want. They probably got some more statistics. 619 people off gun violence. Zion, do you realize that people still got to die in car accidents? Zion, you realize people still got to die of age? Zion, you realize people still got to die of cardiac arrest? Some people got to die of stroke. Nigga, 619 the first. Nigga, this is abandoned people, bodies, bro. They got a choice.
Yeah, they have a choice.
Zion, you look up and see it's been abandoned niggas killed in the last 2 years, cuz you not gonna strap up. And I know you capping as a West Virginia dude, because West Virginia dudes, real life about they you feel me?
Yeah, but I'm saying like, nah, bro. You have a choice.
Bro. And that's why I say West Virginia one of the spots, and that's why I like it, because I feel like everybody's comfortable within their space because they are toting and shit. And it's not even like that down here, right or wrong.
But what are you toting shit for?
Precisely. But that's here. So you gonna tell me they're wrong in Chicago?
But what are you saying? As of most recent data, Riley County reports the highest rate of gun-related deaths in West Virginia with 30.2 deaths per 100,000 people. West Virginia like that, little nigga. What are you talking about, nigga?
Nigga, 30.
Niggas is putting shit down.
Nigga, they said hundreds. But yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I say, Dove is like that though. Like I've never seen like that shit used to make me kind of like nutty at first. Like, but why everybody got fucking guns on their hips? You feel me? Like,
so West Virginia's dangerous then.
In a sense, yeah.
How you're bringing it to 3 cities. You're bringing it to Charleston, Huntington, and wherever else you've been. You're not. There's other.
Where your boy that just Canal City, right?
But there's other counties. Like, what are you saying? There's other places.
Hey, little white jit just blew the shorty head off for niggas is killing bitches here, killing females. I'm sorry, that's a lady lost her life. Sorry for that. But they're killing females. He blew her in the back.
But so he didn't have a choice.
Did he have a choice? Shit, obviously, but that ain't what we wasn't talking about. The white boy choice that day. There you go, nigga. Trying to push that field post. Stay where it's at.
It's been where it's at.
Dude, the little niggas in Chicago got a choice, Zion.
Yes, I've said it.
Zion, you're not. I can't get you to walk no hood in Chicago without that thing on you, bro.
How many hoods do you think there are in Chicago?
I don't give a fuck. You're not walking in one of them without that thing.
You're not walking in nobody's hood without your thing.
No.
You're crazy.
No.
You're crazy.
You could walk in the West Side without that thing. For sure.
That's not a hood. That's not a hood. That's not.
Now the West ain't the hood?
What are you talking about?
What the fuck? The West ain't the hood no more?
The hood to niggas that are from West Virginia, but if we're talking about a big hood.
Y'all West Virginia niggas don't get on our head.
Where niggas are on blocks with guns.
He just said there was no.
Niggas from West Virginia.
You West niggas is turned. You hear me?
Nah, niggas West Virginia.
You niggas on the West is turned.
No niggas on the West is getting that bag. Niggas getting money. Niggas is not on the block shooting guns. Niggas is getting money, bro. Niggas ain't on that. No, hell no.
So niggas ain't been hit up.
Who?
Nobody.
In West Virginia that I can't name of?
Come on, cuz. Stop that. Lil' bro just got hit up.
What does that have to do with anything?
Look at that was bro. For what? Nothing. This shit just happened.
But he didn't die.
Bro. Oh, it doesn't. Nigga.
We're talking about fatalities.
Bro, nigga.
We're talking about gun-related deaths.
Right. But why does, all right, no, bro. But what I'm saying is you said, is it dangerous? For sure. For shit, sure.
And that's the episode, man. Like, subscribe, and come back and fuck with us, man.
Long night. Fuck it, cause I'm alright. I don't fuck with niggas, I'm popping outside in all white. Tryna be the greatest, that shit I promise, that's all mine. Know that I've been coming for the top, I swear that's all mine.